This is day 297 of Zohar PShat, and we are on Daf Lamed Gimel Amud Aleph, 3, 6, 9 lines to the bottom. Zakol Chuki demandedami ime v'avui. Praise of the person whose portion is that he's like his father and his mother. Now, there's PShat in this, right? Father and mother, they both give traits to the child, and it's positive. But here we'll tell you about Abba Nima Ilah, tell you about Chochmo and Binah. But the main part here is the stress on the ime. Al Ken Mishima Kadisha B'Yom Minah. That's why the Bris Kodesh is on the 8th day. Because the 8th, Nei Vino, Yemei Shmona, Kabu Shira Nonim. The 8th meter from the bottom is Binah. And if you want if you want the bris to be effective, it's got to be that the bris gives you his bonus. It lets you understand that you're here in this world to fix the material existence and to fix the desires which you have and use them l'shem shamayim in the right way. Which requires a lot of his bonus. So therefore, without bina, the bris is not complete. Begin to eat mele ime. So be similar to the mother. Begin to eat darga to mina, because it's the 8th majority from the bottom. But inafsha the parach mina, and that the nefesh which comes from the bina, I guess that power, has to come out on the 8th day. I guess it takes the child 8 days of existence in order to come to Bechina Bina for some reason. I think it's symbolic after 8 days. So he actually isn't mispointed in anything, but there is some symbols that. Karisparis, and then when the Peri'ah occurs, because God's Shema Kadisha, and that reveals the holy impression. In other words, the Peri'ah reveals what's beneath. Begin to eat melavoy. The Peri'ah is as if it's getting to the 9th level on the bottom, which is Chochmo. Even though it takes place the same day as the Bris Milah, not on the 9th day, but it's this idea that there's something, the idea of revealing what's beyond is the wisdom. Normally, first get Chochmo and then Binah. So you have to understand, if you're going from the bottom up, you both get the Binah and then the Chochmo. How does it work? So evidently, we come to understanding. Then you can also come to a knowledge of things on a much higher level. Your knowledge is not just the knowledge which comes without understanding, but when you understand, so you have an understanding, then the knowledge you assimilate is a different type of knowledge. And evidently that's Peri'ah, that's ripping something open. So if you have developed tools of lomdus, understanding, then you rip things open and you get a greater knowledge as well. So I was along those lines, so got to be what's talking about here. That's the Shema Kadisha. When you do the Peri'ah, and that reveals the Shema Kadisha, begin to eat melavoy. It's like the father. But the 8th Pri da'ima. The 8th Pri is Binah. Osapri. The 8th Pri is the tool for the analysis, the understanding. Then it can actually make a Pri. In other words, you're going to get to a fuller grasp of things. Bris Kodesh. That's the Bris Kodesh. The 8th Pri, which comes to the level of Oisa Pri. Then that's the Bris Kodesh. Avui Lemino, the father. The Bris Kodesh Avui. That is 8th Pri, Osa Pri. Lemino, Did Melevi Swashimbe. That'd be similar and make a roshim. In other words, that now the Chochmo, and I think that Chochmo also relates to Reishis Chochmo Yiras Hashem. In other words, now you want to get the Yiras Hashem on the ultimate level. First, you have to have Binah be Mizbainin. Morabu Masech Hashem Kulam B'Chochmo Asisa. Morabu Masech Hashem Kulam B'Chochmo Asisa. Now I can get to Chochmo Yiras Hashem. It's interesting. The Tzitzer brings down Zohar from Vayishlach. Yaakov Yosef kechade b'dik nechadol hu the parshas Vayechi kaYaakov Mitzvah Yosef kilu chamal imed Yosef the Shapir the Yosef Damas Shapir the Rachel. So Yosef, which represents the Ois Bris, represents also Rachel. And he says Osa Pri is the Char, 8th Pri the Nukva. So the Osa Pri is the masculine, and 8th Pri is the Nukva. So evidently somehow the 8th Pri, which is the process produces the Pri, which is the Tchar. Okay, it's a little bit cryptic to me. But in any event, then it goes on to here say that Asher Zabo Zarabo Oretz Zarobo. What do you mean Zarobo? Zarabo mi boile. Is Zarobo. It's Zara. Just say there's Zara in it. My Zarobo ela Zara Vabo. You have now that you have the Bris Kodesh, you have the Zera of Vav, the Zera of connection. Ubo al Oretz, and that connects it to next to the land. Of course, the Bris connects above and below. Hachiava Vadai, to Zara Ashtel. That Zera now is able to be tossed on the land. So Kol Chulku Kandi saw Pesa the Jews Dina Kadishin, Vidamil Kadishin, and they are similar to Kadishin, to Malachim, I guess. But Kulam Tzadikim. All of us can be Tzadikim. Kulam Tzadikim, Vadai Doha Mehani Nafku Lahani Damyan. We come out from Tzadikim, I guess the of us, and we're similar to Tzadikim. So we're meritorious in this world and the world to come. Okay, that brings us to the end of the Lam Gimel Alf. We'll stop here for today.